Okay, ladies and gents, welcome to the grand finals. It is time for the big decider. Chechos has been working hard. He came back through the loser's bracket, in fact. So congrats to making it here. He's gonna start with Pavium. On the other side, Strike is playing as Colony in the red. Now this is the Rising Star 1v1 tournament, by the way. Which means that the top 8 players are banned. And these up-and-coming gamers can show what they can do. And they've been putting on a pretty good show so far. £100 are on the line. And of course everyone is invited to join these tournaments, as well as the 2v2 format, which we've got coming up. Good kill with that chopper. The skitter chopper obviously is the way to go here for Colony. There's gonna be a Goliath follow-up by Strike. He doesn't want to mess around. He's not buying extra bases. Chechos, being Pavium, he already has 2 generators out. And he's still gonna be working on mini bases when supposedly Goliath will be knocking on his door. This is brutal. He really scouted out in terms of like watching the stream of what Chechos has been doing this whole tournament. And this is a consistent build order that he does. So now that, you know, Strike has had time to study him, he's implementing a counter build right away. And Chechos is not ready for it because he hasn't scouted it fully. He still doesn't have choppers. He's gonna rely on shrapnel mines with grunts. I'm not sure that's gonna work out very good. It's something, but this is very, very tough to deal with Goliaths, you know? The choppers can just shake it, and they'll be dodging most of the shots. They can even dodge the mines if they're a little lucky, although that tracks a little bit, so you gotta be careful. Anyways, there's 2 Goliaths now, so Monkey strong. Monkey punch. Free monkey better than a naked base. There's no turrets even, so I mean, I guess Strike has it. Very quick first game. Don't see what Chechos can do. Oh, he has a Pavium, that's nice. Too bad he's gonna go up against 4 Goliaths that can just chain ram him to death. This is gonna be brutal. Okay, he can get into garrison, that stops the ramming. But still, this is just... Chechos is gonna lose all his slot buildings, man. Oh, and don't forget the drop point. It's coming soon enough for Strike. All the buildings are dead. Doesn't matter if you're in a garrison at this point. Let's see those chain rams, though. Guys? Oh, there's one. It didn't do anything. Good movement order spam from Chechos. If you keep spamming movement orders, you can actually avoid getting knocked down. It's a little known fact. It's very well known among top players, of course. But I don't see many players in ladder do it. It's really just those top handful people. Good job by Pavium staying alive, but yeah, this is almost certainly toast now. So here's the thing, Chechos isn't dead. Not really. But Strike has 2 upgraded extractors. This is gonna be an almost impossible comeback to make work. It's probably game, right? He's still holding on to dear life. most importantly, Strike has another call-in, so I still think he can go for that Pavium kill, by the way. There's no more Goliaths coming, it looks like. Even the skits are all over the map. Ah, good nerf beam in mines, I like it. It's taking a lot of damage there. But that's gonna be now 6 minis. I think Strike could rush to a big drop, actually. That would work rather well. Hey, why isn't this harvester burned out? Huh? That's odd. Surely we're not gonna see a comeback. I mean, 4th point is coming up soon. Still didn't see a drop. Okay, Hachi, I get it, you're angry, but I think you've said enough now. We get it. Extractor is gonna hold. That was not a very good drop by Strike, actually. Used 2 leader powers on... Oh, nothing. It did nothing. Eventually these minis will be reclaimed, and with burnout, it's possible that Chechos has a comeback. It's crazy. Marauder time, interesting. You know what? Once this new base is nicely populated with buildings, big drop is definitely on the table, and Capitano has probably something to say about those limousines. If anything can fight them, it's him. Especially while there's no elite rangers yet. I mean, there's very few, right? Advanced designator is gonna be done. What if Strike just dies to Lich? It could happen. But Chechos hasn't gained a lot of leader power XP, right? So it's gonna be a ways off. Is he even 4th point yet? Can't be far off, I suppose. Oh my god, is that Capitano gonna get sniped? Ring of Fire, I guess he is gonna die. No way. This would be so much better if there's engineers around. But I guess we just sit in the Rain of Fire and it's cool. Isn't 4th point supposed to be like teleport for Strike? Maybe some of you guys saw. What was he looking at the fight? I'd be shocked if he didn't have teleport. That's not right. Oh man, if he had just waited, man, for the big drop, everything would be different right now, because he's spending all this money on Marauders. It could have been a big drop. He's got the point too, so these are gonna be what? Regenerating Marauders with skits? Okay, that is weird. They're not even that good against Lich? Of course not against the Lich, but I mean the limousines. They're not good against the limousines. Dude, Strike's main is actually gonna struggle against the Lich. I hate to say it. This could come back to bite him. The limousines are potentially just OP. I don't know if he could have... If Strike's Rush could have just mained it instead of destroying all the generators. If he gets the main entirely, that would have been probably better. Why are these engineers not healing the thing? Oh my god, Strike, you're gonna lose the base, man. Holy shit! That was dangerously close. It's still very slightly going down. Oh my god, there's a Reaver! Big drop! Can they hold? Okay, they're distracting the Lich. Holy shit, Strike. Cutting it close isn't a strong enough word. Phrase. Thing. Well done, though. EOD and Dark Angel would be a better duo than they were. EOD and Dark Angel are not allowed to play in this tournament. This is the Rising Star League, not the Pro League. Those guys are too good to be allowed into this. That was a very close hold, man. Strikes. Really making us all sweat. And he still doesn't have, the thingy. Still doesn't have regen, his boys. Maybe we'll see it, but then what other points did he pick? Is he just late to 5th point? Is that what happened? Probably. Like when I thought he had 4 points, he just had 3 because of the rush. It's possible. Still, this is a strong push. Capitano does need some loving over there. Does he have skits yet? Okay, now he does. Oh, he's gonna get Rain of Fire again. Where's the teleport? Strike, 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 teleport. Oh my god. Everything's getting rinsed. Goliaths? Where's the teleport? My brain. It hurts. I bet Strike's population counter is hurting more than my brain, though. Oh well, well. Chechos is healing all his buildings back up. This is comfy. Third base and everything. This is a full comeback. I mean... Oh yeah, and the Hunter's brand glitched. Yes. Sorry, I didn't point it out, but it did. if it falls outside of your line of sight, it just won't fire and you still get the cooldown. Really sucks that. Still, it's probably not the biggest bug I'd like to see fixed. Being bound the siphon would be first. Be an actual siphon weapon instead of an animation thing. And your moving banshees wouldn't regenerate, so you basically just get combat repair on 4th point as is. But not every time, because it's random whether it does that or not. How are we at this point after that start? I've never seen anything like this. Well, I guess Pavium's insane, so... If you're not picking him on this map, there's something wrong with you. No wonder every series starts with Pavium now. On Bedrock. Can we please see teleport? Let's try. No. It's cheaper to just use teleport. Oh my god. Oh, a Lich! Great. That's an expo that's dead. There's no saving this. Engineer Swarm, maybe? Cutting it very close, sir. But it will work. Just worked, barely. But now that the engineers are gonna get picked off by Reavers, is this still gonna be a hold for strike? Because this Lich has some sauce left in it. And there's no more Marauders. I'm not loving the whole Marauder pick thing. What's that all about, by the way? Can somebody explain? Against Pavium. Oh my god, he made it. A comeback for Chechos. He made it. Sorry, Strike. That's freaking brutal, dude. Okay, Chechos for game 2. We'll be picking Forge. Good leader for mobility. Strike. This Cutter, also a really good option for mobility, and the follow-up drops. Especially once you have a full army, are devastatingly powerful. Was a good shot against Forge. Just gotta worry about that later stage. When you're going up against mass vultures, that's a little rough. But let's see what the man can do. And there's plenty of time before we get there. Maybe a jackrabbit dance, if we could ask for one. No, there's a marine, so that's gonna make it unnecessary. But basically, in a rabbit war, you wanna just drive in circles, you'll never get hit. And you still get to shoot. Just change direction every time you see a projectile. Works for many things. Cars is triggered by the drums in this track. We'll swap it, okay? Sorry. It's definitely Sean's goons on your door. Did I just pause it or is there... No, there's something. Just... Ah. ODST, that will do. Yeah, those Halo quiet drum tracks, they're definitely meant to build tension, so... They're doing their job, I guess. Unlike Sean's goons. Rome is coming. There's also gonna be potential Hellbringers. I'm not a huge fan of that against Forged normally, but it might work. The Warthog is out. It's gonna be extremely hard to pull off any Hellbringer business though. Maybe you can go and bring some hell to the mini bases. Would be so much easier, but hey, the generator is being beaconed already. Strike is doing a good job with the rabbit. Not reset microing or anything, just shooting. Leaving it alone. Of course, there will be the Warthog, which will add some extra armor to this thing. Oh, this song also has the stressful drums. Great. Oh, of course, it's happier. Good luck with the recovery. Oh, generator's getting very dangerously low. Where's that Warthog, sir? Chechos, hug it! Give it a big bear hug. Come on. The strike is all about the big ass rush, but guess who else can recover? Not just Pavium, also Forge. Look at it here too, man. Oh yeah, and Twitch chat, don't forget to place your votes. For democracy, something, something. Two generators destroyed, but Warthogs are gonna be in play. Is Chechos gonna stage another massive comeback? It seems entirely possible to me. After all that has happened, can't rule anything out. Only now we are getting a second gen from Strike. Oh, the mines are dropped beautifully. Even through heavy metal, they do some decent damage. Oh, but the infantry is all clumped up. Strike is giving Chechos exactly what he needs. Man on 6 population holding on to the alive. The garrison, Hellbringer bringing some hell. The Spartan is gonna be sniped actually at this rate. Holy shit. He's alive, okay. Barely. Oh! There's more. That poor infantry army, man. They better just go and take minis and power nodes and leave all this alone. Forget about all this fighting the Warthog thing. It's not gonna work until you have Diego, I think. At that point, it's very different. Cars may be stressed, but this is definitely the best soundtrack in Halo, in my opinion. This specific track. It's Skyline from ODST. That said, I'm really partial to Halo 4 soundtrack, funnily enough. Not a huge fan of the game itself, but the soundtrack slapped. But it wasn't trying to copy Star Wars. Like, it still had some really good, unique ideas there. On the other hand, Halo Infinite was just rubbish. Nostalgia farm. With the OST, that is. Like a bad version of Marty Olona got to work, you know? Anyway, that's a really good slam. The Warthog is stuck and Diego will kill it. But a lot of Marines go down for that privilege. I think Strike is probably in a comfortable position now, with 3 power nodes captured and a 4th getting worked on soon. Of course, Warthog is coming back, and Chechos is still not in a terrible position, but it's pretty bad. Let's be real. T2's unlocked for Strike. He's getting out a Nightingale or 2. Don't need too many. Just enough to heal up your boys. The mines! They're gonna detonate all of them. Ooh, despite the heavy metal, this hurts a lot. I think Strike's got this now. Unless he sits in that. Oh my god, he's gonna sit in that! I cursed him. Not sure what I said to curse him, but it worked. Still, it's not enough to actually stop this. He's got more ODSTs. 5 ODST satchels, that'll do the trick. Oh yeah, and the satchels can still detonate despite smoke, so you can always just smoke them. Of course, the Warthog could amble around them, but it was on cooldown. Another Diego. Oh, Spartan missed. Destruction there. These guys are gonna make it a 5-game series for me. Crazy. I'll be sleeping good tonight. Hopefully. This is exhausting. We've been going for 8 hours. Imagine how hard it is for the players. I'm just talking, yelling at the chat, telling them how to improve their manners and stuff. Getting rid of them when it doesn't work. Goliaths. Too bad they're dead. Nice job, Chechos, but Strike just was too far ahead. Despite all those massive AoE victories, I think Chechos really has got something figured out here, that it seems that Strike is vulnerable to these lethal power strikes. Maybe you can make something work with that. Chechos pros. Yap, blue. Strike. Shippy. Red. Yay. Mini-base deals, as the prophecy has foretold. That's what Yap does, guys. Just makes these free units. Free labor. It's perfectly legal. And they steal all your bases. Strike should be able to get the middle. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a bit too expensive for Chechos to do it all. However, the problem is that now Chechos is still gonna have a little bit of momentum lead and potentially will be able to just rush the middle with anti-building units, right? So that's a little spooky. He's not gonna go double raid camp at least. How generous. So single raid camp, but there's still the opportunity to make choppers, of course, so doesn't have to be all cannon fodder. On the guards coming out, that's obviously always a good way to handle this initial aggression. Again, Yap has a little bit of trouble swapping into a chopper composition. It can be done, it's just a little awkward. You know, after you flood out 60 cannon fodder. You just don't have that much space for it. And I should add, the Honor Guard himself can actually be pretty decent against choppers. Like, yeah, they'll be able to chain ram him, but if you do the movement trick to avoid getting knocked down, which is basically just spam move orders as you're getting rammed, then this guy can kind of just slice choppers into pieces and then you extract out. Now, ideally, the choppers are microed perfectly and you barely get to touch each other. Sounds great, difficult to pull off. There's some choppers. Of course, if they get jumped by a brute, that's a very different story. The Honor Guard just cuts them down. Yeah, like I said, if you get the animation where the guy does a double attack, that's where the choppers just go down. You just don't always get that, so it's a little RNG based too. And depending on animation timings, you get more time to move away. Also, Strike isn't quite doing the order spam. But maybe you can rapidly turn around and pick off some, like now. Chechos isn't doing the best of micro there. Those choppers are getting punished heavily. Like, he picked off like 4 of them by now. That's sick. The extractor is under heavy attack by strike. Oh, and he's shielding himself with the infantry. That's good too. But I think it's time to leave. Holy shit. Okay, just about made it out. Great job by strike. That was very nicely done. Definitely needs to stay in that healing zone for a second there. Didn't get as much healing as he perhaps hoped. Might need some engineers. Is Strike just gonna chill at home now? I guess he is going to too. He's done his damage. Forced 2 extractors to be made, and he can be back. That honor guard isn't done. But at some point you have to go and protect that middle mini. There's a raid camp. A hunter is entirely possible to make. Hold on a second, in Rising Star, isn't spoils allowed? I'm pretty sure we made it allowed. Oh my god, great beam. Great beam. Oh, the choppers are getting wrecked, dude. And now the grunts too. 1 star for our boy. Great. Also getting his mercenary rough upgrade. That's huge and even massive. Surely he isn't gonna stay for more. Do we even have another extraction? I don't think it's ready, Strike, is it? Oh my god, he's so low! Why did he sacrifice him? Oh no. The mini base has been destroyed. Shame about the 1-star boy. He was so young. Oh my god, no way! Chechos just destroyed a generator with those. You are kidding me. You oppressed people in the chat. If this is such a bad environment, why are you still here? I don't understand. You're so oppressed. Don't you have some private Discord where you can cry about it? Jesus. Anyways. That's a lot of healing for the extractor, but it's under methane right now, so it'll be a moment until that goes away. And now the engineer's got it covered, I think. Of course, the honor guard will cut down the brutes. That's not a problem. Can always go invisible if needed. It's not needed though. Can he reach a 1-star status? double war council, classic yap yap stuff. It's just we're missing the expansion for Chechos. That usually is something you click as soon as you're hitting tier 2, right? But no power nodes have been captured. Shipmasters meanwhile partying on 2 power nodes. And we're gonna see Marauders, possibly tier 3, upgraded by Strike. And he's still being an absolute bully with Mr. Shippy Mac Shipface. A decent amount of Marauders. Seriously, Chechos is in trouble. And what makes it worse, pretty sure Strike still has Arbiter in the pool. Oh my god. That's a problem. Good bait. Make the guy run into your mines, but I just don't think these units matter enough. I'm pretty sure actually Strike has beam ready to go, so if ever the Grunt Goblins get released, they just get beamed, right? And in the meantime, you can just work on those harvesters and stuff. Common still somehow doesn't have a star. How is that real? Hey, Wraiths. That's exactly what's needed here. Now the Goblins are released, but where is the beam? Already Strike. That was such a good opportunity to force them all to use their heal zones. Their hustles. Oh no. Hey! I didn't get to zoom in. Alright, that's a tough one again for Chechos. Strike's just really solid right now. He's not gonna let what happened in the first game happen again. Not at all. He really has a thing for Chechos generators. Like, I think he figured out that Chechos likes the second generator timing a little bit too reliably. He just goes and hits it. That's all he does. It's working well so far. Welcome to game 4. This could be actually the last one if we're unlucky. Oh, they changed colors. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Let's fix it. And I didn't put the leaders. Whoops. No worries. Pretend that didn't happen. We got Strike as Jerome. And we've got Chechos on the other side as Atriox. Oh, imagine if all this was automated and just part of the in-game UI. That would be so sick. I'd never make mistakes. Oh, that would be good. Strike is doing a remarkably normal build, it looks like. Gonna be a slower hero build, but I mean, you do want your mini bases on this map, right? Frontier is all about making sure that you get your site power. A little bit in the middle as well, ideally. Oh, Strike is getting a little bit on both sides. That's great. Ultimately, it's Jerome against Atriox's Chosen. Both guys are going for their hero builds respectively. Nothing surprising there. Chechos already has 3 minis. This is indicating some small imbalance there. With double raid camp, he wants to be the one rushing this time. But let me tell you, if Jerome gets veterancy, that's not something you dislodge easily. Especially in his Mantis. To be fair, between the Chosen and the Brute stunts, it's entirely possible to destroy the thing, but Strike is just a little lucky. You'll get veterancy, get tier 2, and suddenly it's very difficult to deal with. Especially once there's Mastodons with snipers in it. And we don't yet have snipers, but we do have a barracks. I wonder what that's gonna make. I think Strike's priority does need to be the command Mantis, and then he can get going with that. Chechos didn't kill any starting units. I don't think he was trying to. He just went grunts now. Mantis getting called in. Some decent damage on drop. These guys can just stick around and pretty much destroy this. Looks like the Brute isn't getting away. Maybe that one can jump into the main and work on the gen. Strike forgetting to make his extra second generator. Snipers here, but that mini is also under attack, so you gotta watch out a little bit. Too many units committed here, for sure. The Marines don't need to be here, but then again, they also don't want to get beaten up by the Chosen, right? Strike your building, man! Ah! God, what is he spending on now? That empty slot is triggering me. Now, the closer we get to the third point, the harder this is gonna get for our Atriox, I think. Like I said, those Mastodons are nasty. We've seen it time and time again. Limousine games are just something. It's a lot harder to play against them than Phantoms, in my opinion, early on. As your infantry beats Phantoms, technically. But what do you really have against a Limousine in Tier 1? Not much. Especially when the snipers packing him full, right? That's a difficult one. So I'm fully expecting it from Strike. The moment he has the money. There we go. And while Chechos is expanding and stuff, he's gonna be hard locked into tier 1, so it's gonna be exceedingly difficult to deal with the thing. You'll have to mix in some Banshees or something like that. But there's also plenty of Marines, so it won't be easy. Jerome is doing massive work against that Chosen, by the way. The Brutes missed their landing. I think they're just gonna be destroyed, honestly. Suicide Grunt didn't do anything. You would need like several of them to even attempt that. Hey, Marines here. Just chilling over there. Okay, Mastodon number 2 coming up. Now the snipers are no longer at risk at all. Conduit makes the Phantoms a nightmare to deal with. Yeah, but not immediately. Like Conduit 2 and 3, sure. You don't need diapers, but 101? I'm not worried about that. Brute's getting a pretty good landing together with the beams. This is pretty good. Some units managed to jump into the Mastodon. One will go down with all the stuff within. But there's plenty left. Now Strike owns all the minis in the middle. He's going tier 2. Well, Chechos is already there. I still don't really see what's being done here that will help there. It's more brutes. And don't get me wrong, the jumps are very nice, but I don't think it will beat the Mastodons. Especially if we're gonna get like combat tech marines in there. Somebody put 1 point on Chechos and nobody else did anything. That's funny. I mean, it's just one person betting. Shonagon put a lot on Strike. That's how this is supposed to be played. If people aren't playing, just take the contrarian bet. Be the only guy with like 10 points. Maybe you can time someone out. Did we remove that? Oh shit, I left it in. Slightly toxic, but at least fewer unhinged messages after that. By the way, there's never any unhinged messages on YouTube. What's with that? It's always the Twitch crew. Hey, the jump back brutes are beating the Mastodons. Now we know. Four bases, by the way. Like, Chechos is at least taking initiative, if nothing else. Got all the pads and everything. 45 base upgrade number 2. But actually, those mini bases are going to be very difficult to dislodge. Victory turret will be gone in a second. And then these marines are just free XP. How long are you staying around for, Victory turret? Jeez. Blasting beams ready. Oh, it's all bots, I see. It's all bots. Now we know. More jump back brutes. It's always the answer. If you're not winning, You just need to make more jump back brutes. Oh, he means business. There's gonna be even more. Double anti-infantry turret. Constant healing by nightingales. Seems to be Jerome is having a great old time here. He needs a garrisoning spot, I suppose, but, oh, okay. Yeah, he gets in. Of course, the Chosen can escape this, no problem. But what's Strike's plan exactly? He's maxed out. He has been for a long time, too. He's still getting brutes into his base. Chechos is on just 29 population. This isn't so good. Beam 2. Oh, it's not 2, it's just 1. Didn't do much. How the Nightingale even survived. Should be easy enough to destroy the base here. But look at that, there's 3 generators together. If Chechos had his eradication, he could absolutely place it on them. Just center it right there. And then jump on them with the brutes. But for now, Strike destroyed the base. Some decent work. Forced to go home, but Nightingales are kind of taking care of the situation. It's fine. There'll be turrets, turrets, turrets everywhere. Strike still firmly in tier 2 with Chechos as well. He's making brutes. We're getting hammered. Where's eradication? He couldn't afford it at the moment. But I'm not sure if all this other stuff is better. I'd say not. It's the finals, yes. Grand finals. Looks to me, guys, like Strike might destroy this base too eventually. Okay, a bigger attack on the main now. Chechos will have eradication money. But he also needs to click it. Oh yeah, there it comes. It's not heavily targeted on the generators, but it will still get them red barred. It's just that there's a lot of healing. The brutes, however, are so numerous it doesn't matter. They haven't been smoked on or anything like that. You can just pretty much cover a generator against meta units like that. It would have been good earlier. By the way, a base trade has occurred. All the 3 generators are down. Strike has now 0 power income, except for, he does have 1.5 power per second. There we go. Victory turrets are in. The entire base has been stripped, but it's still up. You can always rebuild. Strike has money, it's not a problem. He's got a good number of units. He's got Dispersion, also Hellbringers. Situation's okay. He's got 2-star Marine in there. Imagine the others. They've all been veterans for a while, I think. Let's rebuild Strike. Holy shit. Haven't we learned anything? I think it's time to put a generator here and here. It's gonna get eradicated again. just begging for it, really. Wonder whether anyone inside is 3 stars. Cleanup is getting increasingly easy. The brutes no longer do their job. And Chechos just keeps upgrading his bases. He'll be back to form soon enough. But does he have a better army coming? Or is it going to be just tier 3 brutes now? This is not cutting it. He's chipping away at Strike here and there. So I think Strike just rebuilds and keeps getting more and more veterancy. So many missiles. "45 base upgrade level 3. Who needs population? Who needs banshees?" No, we're gonna do that one. The banshee switch would be so good right now. We missed the trash dump from space. Sorry about that. Either way, I don't think these guys are gonna do much damage. When Scarabeus? Give us Scarabeus. They're gonna walk into the mines. Not. Ah. Good job, Chechos. He felt danger. I have to say, this base might be at risk if he attacks it with all of them, but he doesn't seem to be going there. It's kind of annoying that he has to keep going back to defend the bases, right? Like, the brutes are actually a little bit of a problem for Strike. No joke. Now is Chechos gonna make a scarab. He has the money. Oh yes. Now, that is not gonna be the easiest thing to deal with. These mastodons are not super well equipped for it, actually. Although the Marines have good veterancy, their damage against the Scarab is pretty negligible. 1 star chosen that survived. Scarab is still taking the full train time to make. We don't have any upgrades for training speed. Strike is trying to get a 3rd base. Might put Chechos down to just 2. But with the Scarab. Level 1 isn't gonna do much at this point. And I'm pretty sure the Hellbringers are perfectly able to roast this base. However, this does buy Chechos the time to get the scarab out. That's not nothing. Will Strike be able to upgrade population? Because that's the main thing he needs instead of laser barrage. Maybe if he gets out a few Cyclops, this will be also a lot easier. It's all Marines right now. And Hellbringers. Superhero landing. Okay, fake boy, what's the plan? No plan? Just turtle the main, I guess. A strike is gonna make really short work of that shield. With all that fire. But you guessed it right, Scarab does pretty good damage to Mastodons and doesn't take much in return from the Marines. It's happening to sit in smoke, so can't shoot now. Strike does retreat, that's exactly what he needed to do. Oh, we're gonna have Blisterbacks, good addition there. I like it. Strike absolutely needs to upgrade population, man. Instead he's getting infantry level 3. Spartan morale is in. Bunch of victory turrets to keep the Scarab at bay. Eventually it's gonna be on a struggle bus there, actually. Really good eradication in the middle of all that. Spartan morale is gonna withstand some of it, but the heal will be essential right now. The Scarab can't shoot because of the smoke again. Chechos, you have to move out. And then he still needs to get healing. There's a lot of veteran-free infantry units here. Turrets destroyed. I'm pretty sure the Chosen just died as well, right? He didn't... Oh, he did teleport that. Okay. I thought I saw that. Another source of inspiration. Junk from space. When I'm down, that's what I want to see too. Laser barrage! That's one way to get rid of a Scarab. And the hero. Oh my god, he's gonna get both. You're kidding me. Okay, shield. Wait, did that Scarab actually flash his dying breath? Looks like no. But it sure is about to. There we go. Chechos has lost his ultimate unit. The blasterbacks are doing what they can, but it's too little. Chechos' base is getting stripped. Meanwhile, guess who's having fun out there? Taking over the map. It's Strike. Well, Beep level 2 is going to clean up the infantry pretty good. But that's a good opportunity to drop in Omega Team. Where are they? We've been waiting for them this whole time. We gonna get them or what? It could take over the Blisterbacks, by the way. And this time it looks like Chechos can't actually afford a Scarab. He's broke! Guys, I think Strike has the tournament. This is it. Not having resources. Where Strike is saving up, it seems, for Omega Team. He just needs the population as well. Lots of stuff coming out of his base, but I wish it was just Omega Team. They're just stronger than a bunch of Marines, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Plus, it would be a cool way to close out. Oh, The Spirit can't even land. All those veteran Marines just shooting it dead before it lands. Chechos is gonna have to give up. He can't stop it. Strike too powerful. Gets the 3-1 victory. 3 victories in a row. Chechos is exhausted from all that losers bracket grind, whereas Strike was just chilling in the stream, watching everyone wreck each other, learning the quirks and ins and outs of what everybody does in detail, and he's trying his best to counter it. He's done great. A little trouble avoiding leader powers, but it's okay as long as he got the big strategy down. Nobody has to be a micro god, right? Until you reach the very top level, at which point I recommend it. Congrats to Strike and Chechos. Hope you all will be joining our future tournaments. It would be great to see. Thanks very much. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.